Year 3, it's Miss Everingham here, and it's the last day of the week. Happy Friday! It is time for our Destination Reader lesson. This is lesson 10 of 25. We are today going to continue reading The Minpins by Roald Dahl. It's an extra special day today because it's World Book Day. I hope that you have a great costume on at the moment, which is your favourite book character. So I hope you enjoy today's reading. For our lesson today, you're going to need a copy of the Minpins, a strategy prompt sheet, and a pencil or a piece of paper. A pencil and a piece of paper or your home learning book. Press pause while you gather those things and press play when you're ready to get started. Fantastic. Well done for gathering all those things that you need. Today, look out for red words, which are key important words for you to pay extra attention to. Questions for you to answer are in blue, and writing time is shown by green words. The Minpins by Roald Dahl. We again today are focusing on strategy number 3, inference. So remember, I hope you didn't lose that magnifying glass. Grab it out again because we're going to need it. Because inference means to read between the lines to look for clues. Here are some, for us to really understand the book today, we need to understand some words. The first word is vertical. You might have heard this in maths before. My turn, vertical, your turn. Very good. My turn, vertical, your turn. If something is vertical, it goes straight up to the sky from the ground, like a flagpole, a tree trunk, or a house wall. All of those things are straight lines that go straight up into the sky from the ground. The second word is hollow. My turn, hollow. Your turn. My turn, hollow. Your turn. Fantastic. Hollow, something that's hollow is something that is empty inside. Sometimes if you knock on something that is empty, on the outside of something that's empty, it has a hollow sound. It has a very different echoey sound than if you knock on the outside of something that isn't empty inside. So hollow is something that is empty or has a hole inside. The third word, my turn, old-fashioned, your turn. My turn, old-fashioned, your turn. Fantastic. Something that's old-fashioned is something from the past. So maybe something that your grandparents had, you could say it's old-fashioned because it's from many years ago in the past. So there are 3 words, and have a look out for them as we read today. You're going to be answering 1-mark and 2-mark questions. My turn. A 1-mark question needs a short, snappy answer. Your turn. Well done. You're also going to be answering 2-mark questions. My turn. 2-mark questions need a PE answer. Point and evidence. Your turn. Fantastic work. So remember, you're going to be answering short, snappy answers and point and evident answers you're going to be including today. Okay, it is is time to start reading to find out what happens next in the book. I'm very excited. We are on page 19, so pause the video while you find page 19 and put your finger or ruler underneath the first row, the first line. Okay, let's go. So remember, the man has just climbed up to speak in Billy's ear. It was amazing to see him walking up and down these almost vertical branches without the slightest trouble. It was like seeing someone walking up and down a wall. I have a question for you. Why was Billy amazed or surprised to see the man walking up and down the branches? This is a 2-mark question, so you need a point and evidence in your answer. Why was Billy amazed to see the man walking up and down the branches? Have a read back over what we've just read, say your answer out loud, and make a note of your ideas in front of you. Press pause while you do that and press play when you're ready to continue. Well done. Let's see whether you had something similar to me. I think Billy was amazed because the branches were almost vertical, and it's almost impossible to walk up a vertical wall without the slightest trouble. Remember, vertical means it's like a wall going straight up from the ground to the sky. Did you have something like that? Did you say why Billy was amazed? And did you include words from the book to say why? Or to support your answer? If you did, give yourself a tick. If you need to fix up your answer, just press pause and press play when you're ready to keep reading. Well done. That was a tricky one, so well done. Okay, we are going to keep reading, and we are on the sentence that starts with, "How on earth do you do that?" at the top of page 19. Let's go. "How on earth do you do that?" little Billy asked. "Suction boots," the Minpin said. "We all wear them. You can't live in trees without suction boots." On his feet he was wearing tiny green boots, rather like miniature wellies. Miniature is something that's really small, like little small boots. His clothes were curiously old-fashioned from the past, mostly brown and black, the sort of thing people wore 200 or 300 years ago. Suddenly, all the other Minpins, men, women, children, were climbing out of their windows and making their way towards little Billy. Their suction boots seemed to allow them to walk up and down the steepest branches with the greatest ease, and some were even walking upside down underneath the branches. All of a sudden, I'm going to go back and fix up that sentence because I didn't read it correctly. All of them were wearing these old-fashioned clothes from hundreds of years ago, and several had on very peculiar hats and bonnets. I have another question for you. What did Billy find strange about how the Minpins looked? What about them was strange? This is a 1-mark question, so what sort of answer do you need? Exactly, a short, snappy answer. Say your answer out loud and make a note of the ideas on the piece of paper in front of you. Press pause while you do that and press play when you're ready to check your answer. Okay, I said the Minpins were wearing peculiar hats and bonnets and other old-fashioned clothes. If you said something about their clothes or what they were wearing, give yourself a tick. Billy found it very odd. Remember the word in the text, it says peculiar, and peculiar from our destination reader lesson earlier in the week. Peculiar means strange or unusual. Well done. If you need to fix up your answer, press pause and then press play when you're ready to keep reading. Okay, we are at the sentence halfway down the page that starts with they stood or sat in groups. Press pause if you need while you find that. They stood or sat in groups on all the branches around little Billy, staring at him as though he were someone from outer space. But do all of you actually live inside this tree? Little Billy asked. The old Minpins said, all the trees in this forest are hollow, that means empty. Not just this one, but all of them, and inside them thousands and thousands of Minpins are living. These great trees are filled with rooms and staircases, not just in the big main trunk, but in most of the other branches as well. This is a Minpin forest, and it's not the only one in England. I have one last question for you. Are the Minpins that are staring at Billy the only ones that exist? And how do you know? This is a 2-mark question, so what do you have to have in your answer? Well done. I could hear some of you beautiful loud voices. A point and evidence are needed in 2-mark answers. If you need, you can go back and read the last few sentences to help you. Say your answer out loud and then make a note of your ideas on the piece of paper or home learning book in front of you. Press pause while you do that and press play when you're ready to check your answer. Okay. Let's have a look at what I said and see if yours is similar. Are the Minpins that are staring at Billy now the only ones that exist? And how do you know that? I think other Minpins exist or live. Exist means are there any other that are living? So I think other Minpins do exist because the old man said thousands and thousands of Minpins are living inside the trees, and it's not the only forest in England. So there's another Minpin forest with other Minpins living in other parts of England. Did you have something like that? Did you say you thought that there were other Minpins that existed? Did you use words from the book to back up or give evidence to your answer? If you did, give yourself 2 ticks. Press pause if you need to check over your answer and then press play when you're ready to keep reading. Okay, we are at the bottom of the page and the sentence starts with could I peep? Let's get going. Could I peep inside? Little Billy said. Of course, the old man said. Put your eye close to that window. He pointed to the other one he had just come out of. Okay, we're going to stop reading there today, but on Monday we will continue reading the Minpins and carry on with making inferences. On the piece of paper or in your home learning book, make a prediction about what you think is going to happen next in the story. I'm very excited to hear what happens. So well done again for answering those 3 inference questions today in our lesson. Give yourself a big pat on the back and have a great weekend once you're finished today's learning. Bye.